The elevator game is a precise, high-stakes procedure designed to do one thing: transport a player out of their reality and into another dimension, using nothing but a standard elevator. The ritual first appeared on an obscure Korean internet forum. In the highly connected environment of these PC bangs, the instructions were documented and shared long before the game reached the West. From there, the rumor spread into Japanese cities and across South Korea. Players began documenting unexplainable paranormal sightings, cautioning others that this was a dangerous practice with no room for error. In 2013, the mystery reached a fever pitch in Los Angeles. The tragic, unsolved death of Elisa Lam and the strange elevator footage that preceded it became the focal point for those trying to prove that this ritual had fatal, real-world consequences. Regardless of one's belief in the supernatural, the instructions for this game are remarkably consistent. Adhering to the sequence is the only thing that supposedly prevents a player from being trapped on the other side. To begin, you must locate a building with a minimum of 10 accessible floors. A shorter building simply will not work for the required sequence. The conditions are absolute. As we see here, you need 10 floors, it must be night, and you must enter the elevator on the first floor completely alone. Warning tone: if another person enters the cab at any point before the ritual is finished, the attempt fails. You must exit the building and wait for another night. Total isolation is the boundary that keeps the mundane world from interfering with the ritual. Without it, the dimensional shift cannot manifest. Once you are alone inside the cab on the first floor, you must execute the following movements without hesitation. Look at this panel. First, press the 4th floor. Wait for the doors to cycle. Do not step out. Immediately press the 2nd floor. Wait again. Next, travel to the 6th floor. Then, descend back to the 2nd. Finally, press the 10th floor. This specific, erratic pattern, 4, 2, 6, 2, 10, is the arrangement needed to pull the elevator away from the building's standard mechanical routing. Once you reach the 10th floor, press the button for the 5th floor. This is the moment the procedure crosses into immediate danger. When the cab reaches the 5th floor, the doors open to reveal a woman in the hallway. She steps inside and stands beside you. As the warning on screen indicates, you must not make eye contact, and you must not speak to her. She is not a person, but an entity from the other side. This woman is the final threshold of the ritual. Acknowledging her presence bridges the gap between worlds prematurely, which almost always results in the player's doom. While the entity is in the cab with you, reach out and press the button for the 1st floor. This is where you will see the confirmation. As this display shows, the elevator will ignore the command to go down and instead begin ascending back toward the 10th floor. During this climb, she may try to break your silence by asking where you are going. You must ignore her and keep your eyes on the panel. If the elevator stops and the doors open on the 10th floor despite your command, you have successfully exited your native reality. Arriving at the 10th floor presents a final choice. You will see an eerie, fog-filled landscape, the other world. You can either stay in the safety of the cab or step out to explore. If you choose to stay inside, the return is simple. Press the 1st floor button repeatedly until the elevator responds and brings you back to the lobby of our world. However, if you step out, you must eventually find the same elevator and perfectly repeat the 4, 2, 6, 2, 10, 5 sequence shown here. This is the only way to summon the cab for the descent back home. Given the complexity of that return journey, is the chance to see the other side worth the risk? Tell us your choice in the comments. If you want to learn more about the Elisa Lam mystery mentioned earlier, there is a link in the description. Some call this a hoax, but the documented rules of the game suggest that the price of failing the sequence is too high to test for fun.